Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Taking a quick look here at Gala, seeing what's going on. Just some perspective on our most recent video too. So if you saw the video from earlier in the week, we can kind of tell that the price action has still stayed within this range. So if we look at the upper range, 2.6 cents all the way down to 2.05. So in other words, we are range bound until proven otherwise. However, the good news is we are still ascending positively. This ascending trend is running concurrent with the 100-day SMA, so the 4-hour time frame looks pretty solid. We're going to talk about the big picture, of course, and work our way down, but if you are new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor, and I just do love teaching people to trade. Been trading for over 20 years, teaching for a very long time as well, and I hope that you can learn something today. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already, and help us grow the community. I'll do you a favor and provide you with an amazing opportunity here with Bitunix, an amazing exchange, my favorite, and they provide you with some significant benefit rewards. This is mainly for my no KYC, no VPN options. In other words, a lot of my members, unfortunately, in the States have got hit hard with KYC requirements, so that just kind of helps get you some other options there. I guarantee you're going to like them, though. Be sure to check them out, link down below for those exclusive offers. You do have to use my link to qualify, but that's all well and good, okay? So really quick to make this simple here for us. Daily time frame looks awesome. We're maintaining above the 200-day SMA. Price came down 3 days ago, as we talked about previously, wicked up, and effectively held above that level, okay? So we can kind of summarize here that 2.2 cents is a round number, is a very strong, solid support for us, okay? Really good. We're ascending concurrent with the 20-day SMA as well, also very bullish. TD sequentials kind of gave us a nice little reset after this overextension here. If we take a look at the RSI, we were over 50 and under 70, perfect place to be, as well as the money flow index being high, okay? Awesome stuff. We've also got a MACD divergence here. While it's not strong, it is present, so keep in mind there's a potential shift in momentum here. I would venture to guess that if Bitcoin has a really bad day, Gala is going to continue to diverge, and we could see the price action pull back. Until that happens, though, I would presume, though, that the price action should stay range-bound between 2.05 and what was it? I think the upper range is right there at about 2.6, okay? So we've kind of summarized that the macro looks pretty bullish here in the overall sense, looking pretty good. As far as liquidity levels and fair value, there's not a lot in the current range, but there is some in this upper 2.72 to 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. In other words, roughly at about, we'll just round up and say 3 cents even, down as low as 2.8, we have this range here that may be swept to essentially fill that liquidity. Okay, so that's a decent probability we'll see that price action get hit here soon, just based on the way that greed and those things occur. Speaking of greed, we got to recognize this too. We got a decent amount of fair value down below the price action, so literally the price could pull back another 25% to fill this value here that is in this lower level. Again, when you see these large candle wicks like this, a lot of value is left on the table, and the price action could work its way down to fill that and then bounce, or it could continue higher here. We are establishing higher lows, and we're still honoring the ascending trend. That takes more precedence over a liquidity level, okay? Because again, liquidity levels are not 100% guarantee, but there's a statistical probability it'll get filled eventually. We could very well see that happen, but I also still think that with this ascending trend and Bitcoin stabilizing between 36 and 36.5, we're going to see this price action continue higher. You can see multiple attempts, 1, 2, 3, well actually that's more like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attempts to break this level here, a resistance at about 2.52. So 2.52 cents is a very, very strong point of interest. In other words, we've retested that level much more times than this lower level here, and we're ascending positively concurrent with moving averages. We have a lot more reasons to presume the price will go up than down at this point. So to me, a long position seems much more viable to, at the very least, come and sweep this upper liquidity level, because there is upper liquidity too, right here at this level at about 2.53 to 2.6. That's the area we want to see swept, and if it does sweep, price will come down and consolidate there as a support. We'd be all gravy for the next leg up to that upper range of 3 cents that would sweep that previous liquidity level from a few months ago. Those are all things that we want to pay attention to, and we can see that are all positive contributing factors. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, this does change things a little bit. I'm not massively concerned about it. In fact, it's actually a positive sign. When the money flow index comes down low like this here, it's almost always oftentimes a price action reversal, okay? In other words, RSI right now, maintaining above 50, that's extremely bullish. But when the RSI came down, the money flow came down super low to bounce off this 2.2 level, we saw the price surge. we could very well see the same thing too, because it's a very common characteristic for the money flow to drop before the next leg up. So I'm thinking we have a larger statistical probability of price action continuing higher. We have a MACD convergence forming as well. Last thing we want to look for would be just confirmation on the cloud. And if we see this on the hourly, then we might be good to go. Let's see. So we're looking at the Ichimoku cloud on the hourly time frame here. We're almost there. All right, and what I mean by almost there is that we haven't broken free from the cloud yet, but naturally within the next 2 or 3 hours, the price action will be there. So we can summarize here that the conversion line is above the baseline, lagging span is sort of within the price action, and we are not free and clear of the cloud. So in truth, we have only 1 of 3 indicators telling us to take a long position right now, but we have all 3 indicators telling us not to take a short, okay? That concurrent with this ascending trend and all the stuff we just looked at on the 4-hour time frame, there's really no reason to consider shorting into this. You could potentially wait for a better entry at lower price points, but to me, it seems like it's ready to take off. Again, a lot of this is contingent on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pushing hard. If we can break through the cloud on Bitcoin, we're going to be in really good shape here for Gala, okay? So I think that we're looking pretty solid here for this coin. I think this upper liquidity sweep would make sense. I do feel like a good target would be 2.6 or just below 2.59. Again, you never use round numbers. Actually, hold on, let's just tighten this up. It's 2.61, so yeah, 2.6 would be fine. But the key takeaway here is that I'm more long biased than short biased at this point with this coin. It's holding very well, very steady, considering all the stuff that's happening with Bitcoin. So even though this coin is very susceptible to manipulation, you got to realize that, because majority of the market movers are, own like what 80 or 90% of the total profit share. It's crazy when you dive into that. But the truth is, though, everything all from a technical standpoint, outside of any fundamentals, this is absolutely looking primed and ready to go. Okay, so what are your thoughts? Comment below. Love to hear it. If you think otherwise, perfectly fine. Just go ahead and comment. Let us know. At the very least, like, subscribe, and follow, and make sure you jump on over to our phenomenal exchange we recently partnered with. No KYC, no VPN. Just really, really good. They actually use trailing stop losses, which is unusual, and also have features as well where you can actually add multiple profit targets. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Link down below. Thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.